it's David. Today I want to deal with decatting the cat from the Duke 390. Now everybody can afford the expensive decat pipes, although you can pick them up second hand if you are prepared to wait for them to come along. But if you want to keep this on the bike, one option you've got is to actually remove the cat from inside here. I've seen a few people who have manually eliminated the cat by drilling it out and by chiseling it out. I'm going to suggest I don't think that's a very good idea. The purpose of the cat is to trap pollution from the engine, which the regulatory bodies don't want you breathing in. Now bear in mind, the emissions that come out from here are very diffuse. They're spread out among a lot of air before you breathe in. This here contains all of those things they don't want you breathing inside here. So if you start hammering away at this and drilling it out, you're going to release particles which you're going to breathe in. Also, ordinary metals and such don't trap those pollutants. You need fairly reactive metals. Again, those metals, that type of metals, are not things you want in your lungs, because they're not, once they're in your lungs, they're not really coming out again. So my recommendation is do not smash away at the insides of this to release the cat. If you do so, make sure you're in a very well ventilated area and take appropriate safety precautions like breathing masks and so forth, and proper breathing masks. Instead, I'm going to opt for taking the cat out the same way they put it in, which is by removing the weld here. Now, obviously that means welding it back up again, so you may need to find someone who can weld for you if you can't do it yourself. So let's get into that. Let's make some sparks and grind this off. So first we remove the rear brake reservoir, and we just tuck it out of the way. And then we can remove the two clamps that hold the cat in place, or the cat replacement pipe in my case. And with these clamps we must take the spacer that goes in the middle of the clamp, so don't lose that, and then you can maneuver the exhaust clamp just out the way. And here you can see the spacer. And with those out of the way, you should be able to wiggle the pipe free. Now, I've never been able to actually get the pipe free at this point. In theory you can, but in practice it's held on there too tightly. So what we need to do is to create some room by loosening the bolts on the pre-silencer, and there's one here and there's one on the other side. And with those bolts removed, there may be enough wiggle room to actually get this out. But be very careful not to damage the gaskets on either side here. As you can see, it's still not easy. Now, here's where you can manoeuvre it out the other side where the reservoir was and bring this back through. This is the cat taken apart. Now I didn't film most of it because it's quite loud. So you've got the basic tube here that the cat is mounted in. It's a one piece of tube with this seal on the end. Then you've got the cat itself, and then you've got the sort of down tube. What I ended up doing was grinding the weld off and then cutting through. It's quite substantial. It takes a bit of work to actually cut that out. Got to be really careful when doing this. Lots of ventilation, preferably breathing masks, because you will get some residue coming out of here. But this is the cat itself. So with that out of the way, what you can now do is to weld this back together. It's not going to be the easiest job to actually get it all lined up, because I had to do some extra grinding to get that apart. You want to just tack it together first and fit it onto the bike, because it's going to take a bit of lining up to get all of the angles just right. But in the end, it's not that big of a deal. It will sit somewhere like that. So I'm just going to tidy up the edges that I bent around and damaged, and see if I can get it back together. So I've just put some tacks on here to hold this roughly in place. I can always cut these back off and change it if I need to. As every time you fit an exhaust, what you should do is unbolt it all the way back. And if I was going to be fitting this, that's what I would do, but I'm going to put my Decat pipe back in. I might change my mind. I might see how this one does. I don't think it's going to flow terribly well, to be honest, because it's got a big step in it. So it's probably not very good for power. Tell you what, let's do something about that. Right. This is not going to flow power very well, because you're running going from a big open tube and you're meeting this massive flat stop. If you could look down there, what you would see is literally the tube's like that, and you've got this massive step. So I'm going to do a bit of grinding and just grind that edge away, because it just offends me. So although there's still going to be quite a big step down from this to this, it's now flowed a lot better, which means that it'll perform better than it was. It'll never be great. It's never going to be as good as a performance pipe, but it's going to be a huge improvement over the Cat, and that huge step in there. At least now the air is going to flow nicely through there. So I'm going to tack it back up, fit it back up, and then have a look at welding. So that's decatting the Cat. So this is now a flow-through pipe. Because I've removed the Cat and the tube the Cat sort of sits in, you've got this bulge here that allows for that. But at this end you've got a much bigger step, and it really doesn't flow very well, even with the Cat in there, I don't think, because it sort of constricts it. But certainly if you take the Cat out, then you get a massive step, and it's really going to hurt the performance. You're going to gain a lot of performance because you're taking the Cat out, but that's really going to hurt. But if you've got access to a grinder and a welder, then this is a viable budget alternative to a Decat pipe. Decat pipe's always going to be better in my opinion, because they're specially made, whereas this is sort of a budget version, but it does work. I'm a little hesitant about recommending these because of taking the Cats out and the risks that you might sort of breathe stuff in that you shouldn't. But if you take the appropriate precautions, then you should be all right. So, job done. I am now considering whether I should run this on the bike. I think I will stick with my Arrow Decat pipe for the moment, but it does look stock, which I know is a factor for some of you guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.